Hare Krishna. Many times we come across a situation where our website, when we approach, it shows that site can't be reached. And why that happens? Because of some unauthorized attempts being made to the ERP, maybe a wrong login password and email we are putting, or we are trying to access the restricted areas. So because of that reason, our website gets or reaches to a state where it will show that site cannot be reached. I'll show you one of the example here. Like, let me open a restricted doc type which I have named as Dhananjay import setting, and this doc type is not accessible to any roles in the ERP whatsoever, even system manager also. You can see there is no roles applicable to this doc type. So when I try to access this, it will show that this page is not found. Now when this page is not found, this is a kind of unauthorized access we are trying to have to ERP. So what Linux does is it will see all those requests which are made to Nginx server, which are in one sense unauthorized, not found, and such behavior, if it is observed regularly or repeatedly, the Linux server will use a service called FAIL2BAN, and it will ban this IP for the next few minutes. That is customizable, so we'll go to that also. So now it is working, but suppose if I try to again and again use this page unauthorized access, you'll see we'll reach to a state where this page will no more respond to any requests. Let me check once the status of fail to ban. So whenever we are trying to, when we are attempting to access some restricted areas, it will generate a log also. So that log files can be seen in this where folder and log folder. Here you'll see fail to ban. Here it is. So you can see here. So 3 times it has already detected an unauthorized access. You can see the time 9:02, and just now we have done. Let us do it more, little more, and soon we'll reach to a state where it will say site can't be reached. And we have succeeded in getting this IP blacklisted through the service fail to ban. Now you can see we are not able to access the server because this IP has been now blocked in ERP, blocked in Linux actually, and that you can see in the log file also. You see here it has been banned. So these many times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these combinations can be any. We don't know what in all situations, what in all particular patterns it observes. And how does it observe the patterns? I'll show you that also in the setting file. And based on those patterns, it will assume that it is an unauthorized access. And again, if it is happening, it will block it. So you can see it has blocked at 9:04. So at what time it will again unblock or unban, that also it is customizable. So we'll go to that also. So this is how our websites get blocked. You can see can't reach this page. Now I'll come to the settings file where all this is happening. So go to etc. There is one folder, FAIL2BAN. Here it is. Click on this. Now whenever we install ERP, generally these are the two files, fail2ban.conf, and there are not many things to be edited here. But this jail.conf is very important file where we'll have standard settings for all our each and every restriction is called a jail. Each and every restriction. So these are the parent level settings for all the jails, like ban time, how much time for it the IP should be banned, fine time, and max try means 5 times can be tried before the service gets failed. So in the 10 minutes, so that's the frequency. So this is parent setting, and down if you go, you'll see all those various services like Apache bad bots, Apache no scripts. So many services are available. So which service we want to use, we can write down here enabled is equal to true, that we can write down here, and we can use our service. So we can add as many as jails in this file. This is jail.conf, literally meaning the jails. So we are not going to edit this file jail.conf, and nor we are going to edit fail2ban.conf. These two files should be untouched. So I'm closing it. What happens when we install a new instance of Frappe? It will create a folder it will create two files in the folder named jail.d, and here you'll see two more configurations. So these configurations will be actually added to the jail.conf. So one of the configuration is nginx proxy.conf, and this is where our service is getting banned. Using these settings, our services are getting banned. So you see nginx proxy, and here it is mentioned nginx proxy. And if you go to the fail2ban log also, you see what is blocking this. This is nginx proxy. This is the jail which is getting detected, and it is banning our ERP. So if you come back to nginx proxy, you see here enabled true, filter nginx proxy. So this has a standard pattern of recognizing the unauthorized access. So I'm not going into the detail, but how does it recognize what it scans that is given in the log path. So this is the file var log nginx and access log. So nginx also logs all the requests which are coming from varieties of IPs in a file called access.log. If you go back, you'll see in the same var folder this log, and there is nginx, and here you can see access log. So this access log stores all the requests which have been made from various of IPs. So all the requests are here, and this nginx proxy jail, what does it do is it scans the request and how many times it has been denied in the particular time span, and based on that it will ban the IP. So you can see varieties of time we have accessed this Dhananjay import setting, you can see, and number of times it has got banned, those many times based on that pattern it will block it. So this is the log path. Then what are the actions for HTTP? This is a standard setting, HTTP and HTTPS. These are the two requests it will ban. Max try. So how many times you can try before you fail? That is, in the log you can see 6 times you have failed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the same setting you can see here, max try C. And how much time should be given for those retries, that is 600. 600 means 60 into 10 means 10 minutes total. So 10 minutes we are giving. Similarly, 10 minutes is the fine time is the 10 minutes, and ban time is also 10 minutes. Means once it gets banned, it will resume all unbanned only after 10 minutes. So here only we can mention another setting. Now we want to keep our IP always be ignored, particularly for our organizational IP. So we can write here ignore IP, and we can put here our own IP. If we have multiple IPs, we can give a space or a comma and write down all those IPs so that it will ignore those particular IPs. I cannot edit this file here because it is it is not permittable. So what I'll do is I'll close it. Let me go to the console and I'll directly do sudo nano, and then this file I'll open. And here you see I have already this file. Let me uncomment it. And now we are done. And this ban time 10 minutes is, I think, too much. We'll keep it just 120 minutes, 2 minutes. And next try we can keep at 10. If 10 failures are there in 10 minutes, then it can block or ban that IP. So we are done with this. Enter and exit. Now we'll just restart our fail to ban, and you'll see it will work like a charm. We are done. So this is how we can configure fail to ban, and this is very important though. If you will not keep it activated, then there can be a problem for us because there are many DDoS attacks and there can be some security issues. So better we have this implemented, but we can customize it as per our convenience. That's how fail to ban works. So all those logs are requested. You can see here this particular ban and unban. If you go here, you see unban. Here Nginx proxy ban, and here it is unban. And between this, if you'll see, the time would be 10 minutes. Here if you compare with this, so it will be 10 minutes. So like that, it keeps the record of how much time it has kept our request banned. Now if you want to see the status of which and all jails are being implemented for now, so what we can do is we can put sudo fail to ban client status. Now you can see there are two jails implemented, Nginx proxy and SSSD. SSSD means if somebody is trying to get into our server using SSH connection, so if there also if somebody fails for too many times, it will detect and it will block the IP for a certain amount of time. So that's how both of these jails are working. If you want to see the status of particular jail, so we can write down the name of that jail and check the status. So it will let us know that how many IPs are currently banned and how many are banned IP list, and all that we can see here. So this is how the fail to ban works. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.